Good. All right, at 6:30, I'd like to call to order the Planning Commission meeting for Thursday, December 14th. Take a roll call. We have Finkler,
Here.
Juski,
Here.
Myers, here. Monday, he is unexcused. Traxler,
Here.
Anfinson,
Here.
and Albright.
Present.
All right, we have a quorum. I assume the meeting was posted correctly, as we all were notified. I look for a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll move to approve the agenda.
We have a first and a second. All in favor, or any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All against? All right. Number 5, approve Planning Commission meeting minutes from 11/9/2023. Look for a motion to approve.
Albright will make a motion to approve the minutes from, what's the date again? 9/14/2023. Where's the date?
11/9/2023.
Okay, Albright will make a motion to approve the minutes from 11/9/2023. I guess my glasses are not helping me out here.
Second. Oh.
All right, we have a first and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All against? All right, is there any citizen comments? Anybody signed up? I see none. Number 7, any unfinished business? I'm not aware of any. All right, number 8, new business. A, discussion and possible action on a request from Troy Gates for certified survey map for property located at 200 Commerce. I believe that's a parcel number 11211-1512.03 and 270 Commerce 11211-1513-04. Is it all right to ask Jason to give us kind of a background of this?
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me here tonight. So I just kind of wanted to walk you guys through these couple items on the agenda tonight to help you get an insight to the staff's review and recommendations. So this CSM before us tonight is intended to take 2 current lots and reconfigure those. It is an industrial zoning. We are not changing the total area of those 2 lots. We're just changing how the area is distributed between those 2 lots. So essentially, there's an undeveloped area of Lot 4, which was of the original plat that was intended to be a future expansion, and they're looking to obviously move that over to the old Lot 3 and then create new lots out of that for the purposes of the reuse of the property. So after staff had put together this memo and we had reviewed the certified survey map from the survey side, there were a few comments that we had. There was nothing, I think, from our survey review side that precluded us recommending moving this forward. There's some minor things that just kind of need to be cleaned up on the certified survey map. I think it is important to note that due to some of the changes, that there is an anticipated zoning text amendment forthcoming that will be in the future to allow the use of outdoor sales for RV in this district, because I believe our current zoning code does not, or it's silent on that right now. I think there's some outdoor sales use that's allowed, and then the conditional use permit also would be amended to allow that as well. So due to the future use of the land, there's a couple pieces that I wanted to mention. Were not tonight because of the public hearing notice that needed to be posted legally. Didn't allow those things to come forth tonight. So it is the CSM on the agenda tonight to reconfigure that for this parcel. So I guess, does anybody have any questions that I can hopefully try and answer? And I know some of the applicants are here, hopefully to respond if there's any questions specific to the project. I just wanted to kind of go over that and just kind of let you know that the CSM itself, I think, makes sense to us to reconfigure the lots to hopefully facilitate the new use. So.
So this is to consolidate, what, 2 lots, 3 and 4?
Yeah, so the original lots 3 and 4 were shaped differently. So what this new certified survey map will do is essentially take some of the original lot 4 and combine it with the original lot 3 into the new lot 1, so making that a bigger lot. So they were more equal in size originally, and this will make the new lot 1, 5.05 acres, and lot 2, 1.28 acres after the land division moves forward. The other thing just to note here, I think from the standpoint, there are some existing easements that are in place that does not change those easements at this point. Those easements primarily are to help facilitate traffic movement and service for stormwater and stuff on the lots. So again, we don't have any other plan before us tonight other than looking at the certified survey map. So at this point, we're not anticipating changes to the site, I think, from the parking and the buildings layout. That would remain the same, correct? Correct. Yeah, correct.
So it looks like they're going to split lot 4 in that building, that existing building that's on lot 4 today.
Yes.
That will be on its own lot, what they're calling lot 2.
Yeah, with the parking as well. Correct.
Okay. And Gates, they're in all, or both lots, right? They own both lots right now?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
So basically, it's taking the undeveloped, I'm looking at it on a satellite view on Google, it's basically taking the undeveloped land and just shifting it to the property formerly Shopco.
Correct.
I have some maps, if you don't have anything in front of you, that might make it really clear.
That would be awesome.
Yes,
if you
please.
have. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have, my printer screwed up when I tried printing it at home.
So that's switching that. Exactly, so I own both these for Gates Auto, the old Shopko building, and I'll be taking that undeveloped first, like you were saying. It's part of this lot. This is lot
3, this is lot
Yeah.
Shoot you guys.
So again, the certified survey map does not impact, any of the
Yeah.
setback requirements or lot coverages, because none of that's changing here. They're just moving the property line.
Thank you.
what you just saw there.
Okay.
So they're going to use that for additional parking for RVs.
And I'm here from our board. If anybody has questions on intended use or any other questions related to the property.
So we're being asked to make possible action on the request from Troy for the certified survey map. And with your recommendations, right?
Yeah, we're recommending that the Plan Commission consider moving this forward to final council approval at the next meeting for the land division in front of you. with understanding that there's some additional things forthcoming, as I had mentioned, that required more notice than this meeting, so. This is just kind of to help facilitate the long-term plan, is to get this land division in place.
Make a motion at this point, or we need more discussion?
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to understand, are we actually going to make a motion to move it forward to council for their approval? Is that where,
Yeah, that's what we're seeking tonight, obviously,
Okay.
with our staff's recommendation is to move this forward from the plan commission to the council for final approval.
So I would make a motion to forward it to council with the applicant addressing all of the comments, clarification items, and concerns as noted by the city engineer's letter dated December 8th.
Second.
we have a first and we have a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All against? None? The motion passes. Item number B, discussion and possible action on the request from Keith Lopnow for a certified survey map for the property located at 146 North Dickinson Boulevard, parcel 11211-45.01, and 156 North Dickinson Boulevard, 11211-45.02, and permission for section 114-14 to locate more than one principal building on a lot. So, Jason, you want to?
Yeah, absolutely, thank you. So this certified survey map is also dealing with, the last one was moving a parcel line, this one's combining two lots into one. And so currently this is in the downtown central business district. It's actually kitty corner from where we are tonight. And what's going on here is one building has already, that exists on the one lot, the lot that's further, I guess, west, has been already removed. The building that's on the corner is remaining. Their plan to redevelop that site, and that information is included in your packet, kind of a floor plan layout and some renderings, has a kind of a multi-use building in there, kind of two parts. And the issue becomes that building code does not allow them, with the lots the way they currently exist, to build this plan across the property line. Essentially, they would be violating the local setback codes, and state building codes will not allow that either. So what they're proposing is, they're proposing on taking these two lots and combining it into one lot, so they can build their proposed plan on that lot. What that does do, though, is there's actually two primary uses or buildings here. One is residential and one is commercial. In order to do that, technically, that's two structures or two residents or buildings on one lot. And your code currently is, your local code currently reads that the Plan Commission has the right to waive that requirement and to allow two structures on a single lot where it makes sense. And so in this particular case, this is essentially going to be two structures, although they're designed to essentially be one, with a garage that straddles the property line. So they're proposing on combining this to eliminate the issue of where the garage straddles the property line, but then you have the two uses on this single new lot that's created. So they're kind of in a dilemma where they have to either not build the facility and separate it, or build it the way they want and combine the lots. But either way, then they have the two facilities on the single lot, which is a variance or can be waived by the Plan Commission to allow that. So that's kind of what the ask is tonight from the applicant. As I believe staff had gone through this, we had reviewed the certified survey map, and again, there's some minor comments, I think, from the engineering or survey side. But I believe that this has been discussed with the applicant and staff, and this seemed to be the recommended path forward to allow this facility to be improved the way they had asked to be improved. So I don't know, this one I'm not real clear on some of the background detail on, but I can try and answer what I can, or we can get you some answers if you do have them. But as far as the CSM, what they're doing from the land division standpoint certainly does make sense to allow this building to occur.
And if we don't approve it, the building remains as it is, huh?
Or they have to come up with a different plan
Yeah.
that doesn't impact the lot line, so they'd have to have two separate buildings on each respective lot that's there today.
So I just want to ask, we don't have a representative here to talk to in regards to this, right? I mean, I just see the mayor. Okay, so nobody from is looking to have the project done is here to discuss this with us?
No.
Thank you.
Do you know what the intended use is? Is it going to be commercial downstairs and residential upstairs?
That is what that is.
Okay, yes, correct. That is what they are
Okay.
saying. So there's a residential home on the second level with a commercial tenant on the first floor.
Gotcha.
So again, they're two separate residents, even though they're the same building, and so that's why the structures are considered, even though it'll be one structure that'll all be combined, it's considered two separate uses on that lot, which is why we have to look at that. So I think before you tonight, there's two actions. Obviously, one is considering approval of the CSM contingent upon, or recommendation of approval contingent upon those comments. But then the second thing to consider would be the two buildings on one lot consideration. And obviously, one goes with the other. So if you feel strongly about not allowing the two buildings on one lot, you know, we can approve the CSM, but I think that's really the applicant's intent, that these kind of go together as a package deal.
That's where those went.
So both first floors would be commercial?
I think one side's the garage.
Where the empty building is right now, or where the empty lot is right now, that would be commercial, and then the bottom part of the corner building would be commercial.
The garage is in the alley.
And then the
I gotcha.
garage- Yeah,
Yeah,
Are
the
they-
garage is in the
Are they
alley.
connect, are they gonna connect the buildings?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so complete first floor commercial, second floor residential with a garage that would connect to the alley.
Okay.
So in order to connect the
turn around
buildings,
there. Sorry.
it has to be on one lot, is that correct?
Excuse me?
In order to connect the buildings, it has to be one lot, is that correct?
Yeah, so, you know, the thing down here is that there is a zero lot line setback in the central business district. But the way that this sets up with the garage is what straddles the property line, and the garage is with one of the buildings. So that's why they're eliminating the property line, to my understanding, or wanting to eliminate it. So if each building was independent and shared a common wall, and that was the property line, that is feasible, and I think that could be done. But I think the way they have the new site plan configured is how they want to develop this. It can't be done because then the structure does straddle and cross over the property line. So,
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, it's hard to understand unless if you
Oh, it makes
really
sense.
kind of look at this lot and understand how this new building is laid out in relation to the property line, which I know we have the floor plans here, which aren't exactly clear on that, but after some discussion with staff in preparation of tonight's meeting, that was my understanding, was the garage is the real issue here that straddles the property line.
I'm just trying to think through what the purpose of the code is, and as far as not having two structures, and I would envision something like if you had a large residential lot, you can't put multiple homes on one lot. Just trying to think through what the original code was trying to prevent, and I don't see this being that kind of situation that it was trying to prevent. This seems like an improvement to downtown.
Does the property lose an address then? Is that how that works?
It will become combined into a single parcel number, but it can have multiple addresses.
Okay.
Which then the commercial businesses could each have an independent address, and the residential structure or portion could have its own address.
And the zoning is fine? They can be both residential and commercial, or is that also?
It's mixed-use overlay is what the central business district allows, so this is exactly what that's intended to be, as a mixed use, so, yes.
Okay. Any more discussion? would entertain a motion, but I don't know what that motion would be.
I will make a motion to approve the certified survey map. I guess as presented. And then do you want a separate one for the set?
We need to point out the updates he called out need to be made.
We have to act on it separately.
I probably would separate these out, and I would probably make the CSM contingent upon the review comments of staff
Okay.
to make sure that that's captured in the motion.
So I'll make that motion to approve the certified survey contingent on the staff comments.
I'll
that have been
second
made.
that.
We have a first and second. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Albright? Motion carries. All right, I will entertain a motion on item 2. Aye.
I'll move to approve permission per section 114-14 to, oh, it zoomed out, to locate more than one parcel building on a lot.
I'll second it.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Right. All right, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
We have a first and second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Very nice. See, the administrator talks most of the time here.